Sorry ass DJ.
Okay everybody, how is it going? This is your boy Double G from the Glass Gaming YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a brand new series to the channel. Now this series is pretty much going to be consisted of many different Yugitubers battling, and yeah, first episode is me, Double G from the Glass Gaming YouTube channel versus GGYGO. Now if you don't know who GGYGO is, he's pretty much my favorite Yugituber out on the scene currently right now. He does a ton of guides and in-depth explanations for the current format and different decks, so go ahead and check him out. Very great YouTuber. Now nonetheless, I did run into him with a rated match the other day, and yeah, it's a pretty nice one, especially considering that I'm playing Rogue, and you guys are going to love this one. But nonetheless, let's get straight into this replay. So we're going to do the rock, paper, scissors, and let's proceed from here. I ended up winning the rock, paper, scissors, and we're going to choose to go first because we are playing a bit of a Spice Lord deck, as you'll see in a minute. Okay, so this is Trick Stars, if you don't know. We have the Small World, we have the Extrav, and yeah. So nonetheless, we're going to start this off pretty simple. We got the Extrav and all that. I'm going to fire off the Extrav because I want to be able to use its effect, and we're going to banish 6 cards. Now right here, I want to see what I actually banished. We hit 1 copy of the Holly Angels, 2 of the Diva Radiuses, which is actually really bad. Because usually you want to have at least 2 of them in the extra deck, but nonetheless isn't too bad. And then a Crimson Heart, so they definitely can hurt our grind. But nonetheless, Trickstar mainly wins on, you know, Holly Angels and Trickstar Candinas and all that. So, you know, not too bad. And then of course, yeah, we draw the worst possible combination in this combo. So yeah, we just draw we draw a Festival, a copy of Extrav, Small World, and Chain Summoning along with 2 Gozen. So right here we can actually hold 1 Gozen in hand, which I think is probably the proper play in case he draws a Duster. But nonetheless, you know, if he tries popping one of them, we can always just flip up the other. But yeah, we go ahead and do that. He goes second, he draws, and we do not have anything in the standby phase. So he's going to go ahead and proceed to the main phase. So he starts off and he banishes the copy of the Water Enchantress of Table. So if you don't know what deck he is on currently, he is on the Brave PK deck, or Adventure PK. I don't really know what it's called right now. I'm not too focused in the meta at the current moment. It's been a little bit since I've played, to be honest, but nonetheless it is a very cool deck from all the replays I have seen. So yeah, he's going to go and use the copy of the Water Enchantress to go ahead and grab him the Rite of Azmir, or whatever it's called. And then he's going to go ahead and put the Fateful Adventure on the side of the field. Now from here he's going to proceed to go ahead and use the Rite of Azmir. And then he's going to use the ability to go ahead and pretty much special out and dump the copy of that. Or actually play it on the field, sorry. And then what's going to happen is he's going to summon the token that is a 2000 beat stick that cannot be destroyed by a battle once per turn. So really great. And then pretty much what I do is I actually choose to flip the Gozen because, I mean, this can be a little bit preemptive in a sense, but I don't really want him to summon like a dark Link monster using that token nonetheless. But yeah, pretty much what's going to happen is he's going to crash for 2000, and then he's going to proceed to set a card and end up passing. So yeah, we draw. So pretty much from here, you're like, okay, he's got to see Candina. He has Extrav, Small World, Festival, Dark Room. Like, this has got to be bound to see Candina, right? So pretty much what we do is we draw no Candina. We go standby, nothing in standby so far, and we go main phase. And what's going to happen from here is I'm going to fire off the Extrav again. I'm so desperate, I actually go 6, which could have killed my grind altogether, but yeah, we go ahead and grab the next 2 cards. So yeah, it's going to resolve. We draw a copy of Droll and another Extrav. Wow. Really, I see triple Extrav in the opening hand against a YouTuber. That's really got to suck. But nonetheless, not too bad. We're definitely playing, we're in there, but we are definitely at the disadvantage, especially when your opponent has 4 cards in hand that aren't really dead, as you can see right here. He has a Droplet, there's another Enchantress for the follow-up, he has the Shade Brigadier, and the Fusion Destiny along with Droplet, so not too bad. And what's going to happen from here is we're going to go and resolve the copy of the Festival, and then we're going to go ahead and link the Festival to make our copy of Trickstar Holly Angel. What I was pretty much planning to do right here was set up a Trickstar underneath, but I did fail to do so. But yeah, pretty much we're going to summon out of that. And the reason why I also put up a Trickstar Holly Angel, I think I did, yeah, I banished all 3 copies of Diva. And it was pretty much you know, it was pretty much the biggest monster I could summon out at the time. So yeah, he goes ahead and sets another card. That's the Fusion Destiny. I'm pretty sure he wanted me to hit it in a sense, because I do believe he has double droplets in hand, so yeah. Anyways, he's going to crash into that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's going to die. So I go ahead and use the Festival. I'm trying to make the token die in a sense, because they're both going to be destroyed if you... But what's going to happen is we're going to go and get rid of both of the tokens and the monster, and I did protect it this time using that. Now, pretty much what's going to happen from here is, let's see, he's going to use the Fusion Destiny. He's pretty much out of that, right? So what's going to happen from here is he's pretty much out of the lock now, and then he's going to go and use the ability, and he's going to summon out his copy of the DPE by dumping his fusion materials. He's going to do so, and he's going to proceed to do anything what he wants. And then what's going to happen from here is he's going to go ahead and use the Fateful Adventure. He's going to go ahead and grab the Draco back, and he's going to potentially drop or try to out the Gozen match in a sense. But what kind of sucks here is I'm kind of forced in a sense to, you know, kind of put up the Gozen match ASAP. It really sucks because I'm going to have to eventually flip out the other one, and then he'll have to answer with the DPE, right? So we got to be very careful on what we do. But nonetheless, he flips it, and we are like, okay, that's fine. So what's going to happen from here is we're going to go ahead and draw, and we draw into a Korobane. So nonetheless, yeah, we got a starter, which can potentially get us to Candy, but then I realized this does share a fairy attribute, so I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, because, yeah, that's incorrect play right here, so we're going to have to go ahead and correct that real quick. And then I realized one has a fairy attribute, so I'm like, okay, wow, that sucks. So yeah, anyways, we go for battle, we crash the Holly Angel into the Phoenix Enforcer, and then we're going to declare the attack where he meets it with the Phoenix Enforcer. So he's going to go and use the ability, and I do not have the copy of the Festival Grave, so it's going to suck. But he's going to go ahead and potentially pop, let's see what he pops actually. He goes ahead and targets and hits the Dark Room, so nonetheless, that's not bad, but it's definitely not good. So he already knows pretty much we had the Korobane, because I did actually reveal it on accident, because of the interaction with Small World. But yeah, it's nonetheless not too bad. He knows what cards we have in hand, so we're at a very big disadvantage at this moment. But yeah, he goes and swings. He takes the 2000, and we cannot use the Korobane because you have to attack into a monster, which sucks. It's pretty much, it's a similar effect to Honest, but I don't like comparing it to it because of the fact that it only doubles, it doesn't actually gain the opponent's attack. So from here, he draws into a Water Enchantress. Like, this should be game right here. I'm pretty sure it is. I think he takes the game one in this one, but pretty much what's going to happen from here is he's going to go SP. He's going to summon out the DPE, and then, yeah, we're kind of forced to, like, play in an awkward position. So what's going to happen from here is he's going to summon it. He's going to go and use the Right of Asmir again to go ahead and summon out. And we're going to chain the Gozen match, which I think may have been actually a misplay, because he could have actually just tried to pop one of these, right? And then he'd just be stuck with the token. But yeah, we're in an awkward position right now, and we only have 2 cards, so we can't even resolve the Extravagance, which really sucks. So he's going to go ahead and summon that in attack position. He's going to use the ability of the Continuous spell to go ahead and grab him, the Griffin Rider, and then from here he's going to use the ability of the Rideable Dragon to go ahead, or the Draco back, to go ahead and equip it. He's going to use Draco back effect, returning our copy of the set card to our hand, which is the Chain Summoning. And he goes ahead and summons out the Griffin Rider. So now he has Omni Negate. He also has the Droplet, which is really going to suck in the sense because he's basically going to kill us very soon. So yeah, he goes and swings with that. We're at 1000, so we go ahead and scoop. Very, very crappy game one. Pretty much a very crappy game one on my behalf. Oh my. That was an embarrassing game one, but nonetheless, yeah, we're going to see if we can bring this back. So yeah, we're going to choose to go first again. Yeah, Trickstar can do stuff going first. So we open a copy of Terraforming, 1 copy of Festival, 1 copy of Korobane, and 1 copy of Sanctum along with Gozen Match. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start this off by going into the main phase. We're going to go ahead and use the ability of Terraforming to go ahead and grab us our copy of the Trickstar Light Stage. Now honestly, if he hit us with a draw right here, we still have the Sanctum plus Gozen Match to kind of, well, I mean, like, it kind of seals it in a sense, but he does have the Brave token nonetheless to pretty much go from there, so I mean, it definitely depends. So yeah, we're going to go and add the Trickstar monster. We're going to add Candina. Now right here would be nice also if I had a Licorice, but you know, you can't have everything. So we're going to go ahead and use the ability of the Trickstar Festival, go ahead and special summon out 2 tokens in case he tries to Gamma, and then we're going to go ahead and make out our copy of the Trickstar Holly Angel. Now pretty much what we're going to do from here is we're going to normal the Candina, the Holly Angel will burn along with Light Stage, and we will use the ability of Trickstar Candina, so he's going to take 400, and we're going to go ahead and add a Trickstar card from deck to hand. Now, if I did have the Drone Lockbird, I'm not actually sure I would search the Reincarnation just because of the fact that, yeah, I can protect him. But the fact is, I'm sure he'd draw into potentially either Ash or a way to stop it. So, yeah, it's kind of fragile in a sense, but you want to be very careful when playing this deck. So, we're going to go in, he's going to draw. He draws into the copy of the Draco back, and his hand, oh my gosh. That is a very, that's a very clunky hand nonetheless, but I'm sure that's, you know, usually... That should be good enough, actually, to beat what I have. But yeah, he goes ahead and we're going to use the Scythe in the standby phase. I could have did it in the draw phase, but it really doesn't matter. And what's going to happen from here is I'm going to summon out the Scythe, and from here, we're going to go ahead and use the ability of Scythe where it's not met with anything. So yeah, he's under Scythe, he can't summon anything, he did not open any of the starters for it, so pretty much, he's going to Twin Twister, he's going to target the stage, and he's going to target the Gozen. Honestly, that's probably the correct play, because if that were like a Solemn Judgment or something, that honestly really could screw him over, so I definitely understand why he did that. He's going to take 200 off that, and then he's going to set a card and pass. So during the end phase, I'm actually going to use the Licorice, because I don't want him to basically be able to go into the main phase again, because of the main phase interruption. So yeah, we're going to go and use that. We're going to tag out the Candina, summoning it to the other zone of Holly Angel. He's going to take another 200 points of damage. So that set card is a Fog Blade, so we're going to have to play around it in a sense. Honestly, if this was a Light Stage right here, we could have like potentially got rid of it. But nonetheless, we do have the Candina and the Corbane in hand, along with the Effect Veiler just in case. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and normal summon. Yeah, I swear, if this is Torrential, that's going to suck. Yeah. But yeah, pretty much we're going to normal summon the Candina. He's going to take the 200 off the Holly Angel, and then he's going to hit us with the Fog Blade. I was like, oh crap. Okay, yeah, that's going to suck. So pretty much what's going to happen is he cannot attack into that Candina, and we cannot attack with it. It's also negated, so it's really going to suck. But in a sense, you know, we are still going to be poking for quite a lot of damage. So we're going to go and poke for 20, 16, and 22 right here. And then, of course, we have the Corbane to pretty much seal the deal if he does happen to use that Destiny Fusion. So what's going to happen from here is we're going to pass, and he's going to draw into the Cosmic Cyclone. That was so nice that there's nothing on board. But nonetheless, yeah, he goes and use that. We use the Destiny Fusion. And you're going to see something pretty neat in a sense. So right here, honestly, I could have just forced out the DPE and then potentially killed him on his turn, but if you realize I do have the Corbane in hand, and literally Corbane plus any one of these monsters, in a sense, it's going to be losing, but it's going to be gaining at the same time. So there's the 2 Destiny Fusion monsters, and then what's going to happen from here is I'm going to have the Effect Veiler, which, yeah, I realized that was negated, so we're not going to use that. And then what's going to happen from here is he's going to go Battle Phase, right? So our monsters are losing... What is that? 400 for each, right? 200 for each. So that's a 16 Holly Angel. That is a 14 Candina and a 12 Lyco, along with a 18 Scythe. So that's pretty much the attack on all the monsters right there. They pretty much all lose 400 in a sense. So yeah, this is a 16. I can do it, and it'll become a 32. So we're gonna go ahead. He's gonna crash. I'm gonna reveal the Corbane, right? And then, oh, he's going to go end to M1. Like, what? But yeah, and I chain the Veiler. So yeah, I was meant to do this right here. So we're going to go and drop the Veiler. He's going to chain the DPE. And then what's going to happen from here is we're going to go pretty much... We're just asking a quick ruling question on pretty much DPE versus the Festival right there. So we go ahead and do that. And we're going to concede to go ahead. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and pop that, right? And then we're going to use the Festival, and then pretty much what's going to happen from here is he's going to try to crash into the Holly Angel, and this is where I'm going to use the Corbane, and yeah, that's the game right there. So yeah, I think in a sense, like, if Corbane were to do that, you know, like, we probably could have taken that either way, but I feel like he was getting so much advantage off me not using that Veiler, especially when I'm not even sure he's going to have a normal summon or any card to even put besides that DP. So that's probably the right play right there. But nonetheless, let's get straight into Game 3. Game 3 is a bit of a... This would keep you, like, on the edge of your seats. Let me just tell you that. Very fun game right here. So we're going to open the copy of Pot of Extrav, Small World, the copy of Live Stage, Judgment, and Reincarnation. So yeah, he's going to start this off with the Fateful Engine. This is, you know, a decent hand. He didn't have access to the DPE, but nonetheless, he's going to have that Omni Negate, which Trickstar definitely struggles against at times. So we're going to go ahead and add the Rite of Asmir. He's going to go ahead and summon out the token. And then what's going to happen from here is he's going to use the ability of Fateful Adventure to go ahead and add his copy of the Griffin Rider, the dreaded card against this deck. Oh my gosh. But you're going to see some spice in a minute. So he's going to go ahead and equip that, and you know, all that. And then what's going to happen from here is we're going to go ahead and get our turn started. We draw the Lilybell. This is a lifesaver right here. You'll see in this replay, this card is so freaking good. I might even bump it up to 2, and I know you guys hate 2 Lilybell in a sense. But, you know, you got to sacrifice certain stuff. But nonetheless, let's get straight into the main phase. We're going to go ahead and fire off that copy of Pot of Extrav. Honestly, let's see. He probably should have hit this Extrav with the Griffin Rider, to be honest. But yeah, he allows it to resolve. We're going to go ahead and draw 2. And then we draw into Chain Summoning Veiler. And then we have the Small World in tandem. So this is pretty much Candina right here. And now from here, I'm going to go Small World. He's going to go ahead. We're going to go and reveal the copy of the Effect Veiler. We're going to reveal the Nibiru. We're going to banish them both. Neither of them are a fairy. They're both lights, right? And they have different attack and everything. So we're going to go ahead and grab the copy of the Candina from deck to hand. Now from here, what I literally can do is just... You're going to love this, guys. I know you guys are going to love this so freaking much. This plus this is why I played Chain Summoning right here. So we're going to go ahead and use the Candina. He's going to fire off the Griffin Rider. He's going to attempt to shuffle right to destroy and all that. What I'm going to do is Chain Link 3, Chain Summoning. This is why I play this card, guys. Make sure you are playing Chain Summoning if you were playing the Linked-based Trickstar, or more of a pure version. Now, we're going to go Chain Link 3, Chain Summoning. Now, you do realize we do have Candina, or access to another Candina via Live Stage, also Lilybell with a Solemn Judgment and Reincarnation. So what's going to happen from here is we're going to go ahead and activate the Live Stage. We're going to target the Candina engrave, and there's no card to meet it, right? So we're going to go ahead and use that. We're going to add the Candina, and now we can literally just summon it 2 more times because of the fact that we do have 2 more normal summons because of the Chain Summoning. So yeah, what's going to happen from here is I'm going to use the Live Stage to go ahead and normal summon, or we're going to summon out the copy of the token first. We're going to go ahead and link into our copy of the Trickstar Bloom, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead and use the Live Stage to go ahead and summon out another token to the side of the field. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and make a link 2 into our copy of Trickstar Holly Angel because I really wanted these Candinas and Lilybells protected. And overall, you know, like Holly Angel is a really good card at the end of the day. So we're going to go and go Candina, we're going to normal summon the Candina, and from here we're going to use the ability of Candina to go ahead and grab us the copy of the Licorice, as well as taking 200 damage. So yeah, from here, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, we're thinking on this, that might actually be a little bit complicated in this game state. So I'm going to go Licorice Effect, we're going to target the Candina, and we're going to special itself out to the Holly Angel zone. And the token is 2k, 2k, I realized, I'm like, crap, why did I just put that in attack position? But nonetheless, you know, I'm sure I can play through this in a sense. So what's going to happen from here is I'm going to use the Holly Angel one more time. We're going to go and burn. Since it is a continuous effect, even if you were to activate Mystic Mind, we'd still be getting this effect off. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and normal summon the Candina for the last and final time. We're going to use the Holly Angel again to burn for 200, and we are going to add the Trickstar Korobane. This is so important you add this card right here, because only way I can realistically get over it is if I were to attack with maybe like a Candina and Licorice, right, into the token, and then the Holly Angel attack, and then this would be about 2,000, right? But yeah, end of the day, this is pretty much what happens. We're going to go battle phase, right? And then what's going to happen from here is I am going to set 2 cards. So yeah, literally, I probably, like realistically, I could have just went poke with Candina, Chain Korobane, right? And then swing with Holly, but I would be losing these 2 monsters if he did have like a Lightning Storm or something in theory. So yeah, I just chose to hold him. Honestly, that was kind of a waste of a battle phase, but you know, sometimes it'd be like that. So yeah, we go ahead and set these two right here, and what's going to happen from here is he's going to draw for turn, and he draws into the Ash Blossom. A little bit late, but it definitely can like affect future turns in a sense. Now from here, we're just going to fire off the Feather Duster. Oh my gosh, that is a pain in the butt. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the copy of Reincarnation. And let's just say Reincarnation is insane, so he's going to go ahead and use the effect of the Ash Blossom. Why? Why does he have to have it? Nonetheless, you know, it's fine, honestly, because I don't really need my, like, spells and all that, so I'm like, okay. But I probably could have just stopped it all, but yeah, we kind of got rid of, like, in a sense, also the Ash and this, just because the fact that I did flip a card that kind of forced him to lose this Dasher in hand. I think, in a sense, he was also kind of thinking, like, if I draw DPE, I just win this match, right? So that's probably what he was thinking in his head, and if I were to use that Reincarnation and were properly resolved, he'd be losing the Ash plus one material needed for DPE to summon, so its DPE would essentially just become bricks at that point, and all the engine. So yeah, it's a very smart play on his behalf, but honestly, the trade-off was definitely worth it. So yeah, we're going to use the Candina because he did activate a spell, and then Dracoback's going to go ahead and attempt to return the Holly Angel to the extra deck, which it does. Now from here, he's going to attack, and we're going to go ahead and think on this. We're like, should I use the Corobane? So yeah, go ahead and use the Corobane. Probably not the smartest play, but you will see this definitely comes up at the end of the replay. So he's going to take the damage from that. He's going to use the Fateful Adventure, and Fateful Adventure will allow him to go ahead and pretty much send the Water Enchantress to the graveyard. So from here, he's going to go end phase. He's going to go ahead and pass the turn. We draw the Goza match. So this kind of seals the deal for DPE for us, honestly. Like, he couldn't, like, bring out the DPE in theory, right? But nonetheless, like, this goes and just kind of added an addition to what's going to happen later. But yeah, we have the copy of the Lily Bell, we have the Licorice and the Candina, and what's going to happen from here is I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, I do believe I normaled that Lily Bell, because there's a cool interaction where I can actually use, like, Corobanes and stuff. Or no, whoa, I just realized something. Are we going to use Reincarnation to summon out the Corobane, crash into token, normal Lily Bell? Okay, that's some next level stuff, so you're going to see that in a minute. We're going to use Reincarnation. We're going to banish that to summon the copy of the Corobane, and then from here, I'm going to go ahead and poke and normal summon the copy of the Lily Bell. And now what's going to happen from here is I'm going to poke with the Corobane into the token. Now it cannot be destroyed once per turn by battle, so what's going to happen from here is I'm going to go ahead and poke directly with the Lily Bell. He will take 800 points of damage, and now since the battle and inflicted damage, we're going to go ahead and use the ability to add the Trickstar Corobane from the graveyard to our hand. So this is really why I like the copy of Lily Bell. Yeah, it is clunky, but at the end of the day, multiple copies can get you extra stuff from the grave. Nonetheless, it's a really good card, so keep it in mind, but yeah, what's going to happen from here is I'm going to add the Corobane. We're going to crash with the Candina. We're going to use the Corobane effect, and we're going to dump it. It becomes a 36 beat stick, so he's going to take 16 right here. And yeah, we're going to poke for another 16 with the Licorice, and we're going to go ahead and set that past turn. So the Dracoback will die, and during the draw phase, he's going to take 200 because of the copy of the Licorice. And now he's at 1200 life points. Looks like we may have sealed the deal, but you got to realize he has Rite of Azmir as well as the copy of Dasher, so very important to keep that in mind. Reincarnation could definitely screw him up at this point though. So what's going to happen from here is he's going to use the Fateful Adventure. He's going to go ahead and pretty much grab the copy of the Water Enchantress, and then from here he's going to go ahead and take 200 damage off the Licorice again. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then from here he's also going to go ahead and use the the Water Enchantress to go ahead and grab another Rite of Azmir. So I'm not really sure. Does he have two of them? No, he only has one. Okay. So he has one Enchantress, one Azmir, and then one DPE piece, which is going to take another 200 points of damage. But what's going to happen is he's going to summon the token, and oh my, this is going to be very interesting. So yeah, he's going to take 200 off that. He's going to normal summon the Water Enchantress. It is a 15 beat stick, so that's going to solve Lily Bell. And then I choose on the summon of the token, actually, to go ahead and use the Goes and Match, because that was a big quick, actually, in the log. So, yeah, besides that, we're going to go ahead and, let's see, BP. We're we're going to go ahead and crash into the Lilybell. Unfortunately, it's not every time Lilybell does battle. It's only whenever it does damage the opponent, so it's going to suck. But yeah, we do lose the value off the Lilybell for the next turn. And then I realize, wow, there is absolutely no way I can out that freaking token. How am I going to pull this off? So what's going to happen from here is I'm like, okay, draw in hand, at most, let me see reincarnation. You know, I want to lock my opponent. I want to follow up. I want something at least, you know? But at the end of the day, you know, can't really have everything. So he's going to take 200. He's going to go ahead and, let's see. Wait, did he take? Yeah, he took 200. So now he's at 400 life points. He's going to go ahead and poke into the copy of the Licorice. Now, essentially what he's doing here is he can just keep poking and he's not going to activate any spells. So yeah, a draw is mandatory. So yeah, that's the correct play right there. And then he sets the copy of the Shared Ride. Oh my, okay, we draw the copy of Trickstar Light Seeds. This is the, I don't know, I think this is like the peak of like everything. But yeah, we go and use the Trickstar Light Stage. We're gonna go ahead and grab the copy of the Trickstar Licorice, which he goes ahead and chains the copy of the Shared Ride. Oh my, and then you know, admits defeat. So yeah, that was a very crazy duel right here. Basically, what had happened right here is we grab the Licorice, we summon it, and he gets 200 during the draw phase. So nonetheless, that was a very big duel. If you're watching this video, thank you so much for the duel. It was amazing. But nonetheless, yeah, that's pretty much part 1 of the Yugituber battle series. So if you enjoyed the video, go and let me know down in the comments below. But nonetheless, let's get to the end screen.
Okay everybody, did you enjoy the video? If so, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, as well as share the video. We are currently on the road to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Nonetheless, go ahead and check out GGYGO. The link will be down in the description. Like I said again, this channel is actually really great. If you're looking to become a better player and overall just grow in your skills and improvement, go ahead and check him out. Very great Yugituber. Nonetheless, thanks for watching guys, and I will catch you guys later with part 2.